Hello, dear ones. We are Laarkmaa, and we are here because we love you and we wish to support you on your evolutionary journey. Today's message is what you may call of a predictive nature. Although we do not make predictions that are absolute, we always read the energies of what is coming into your world and share them with you as very highlighted possibilities or potentialities. With that being said, this is our prediction for the year 2025. First of all, we would like to begin by saying that we do not begin your new year on January 1st, according to your Gregorian calendar. That is an arbitrary made-up date for a new year to begin. The correct counting energetically is your new year begins in March on the spring equinox. So therefore, we are going to give you predictions beginning from January, but continuing through till the following March, year to year of 2025, all the way till 2026. This way, you'll have more of an alignment with the truth about how what you perceive as time is really measured in your universe. The Gregorian calendar, as you are well aware, is something that was arbitrarily perceived and presented to humanity to keep them confined within a certain belief system that was governed by one of your religions. That has nothing to do with the actual movement and flow of energy in your evolutionary process. It has more to do with keeping you on an unbalanced, irregular schedule so that you are more controllable. This is why we have been giving you information to help you rise above and transcend this way of experiencing reality by letting go of your perceptions of time and beginning to enhance your predictions according to energy, as we've been explaining to you for some number of years. That being said, in January of this year, which will be called Gregorian 2025, in which we say January and February are an extension of 2024, January will see you bringing in the same experiences, the same feelings, the same chaos, the same breaking out of chaos and doing your work that you have been experiencing in December of 2024. You will still be in a collective shadow cycle in January, which indicates that much chaos is present on the world. Much chaos will be surrounding you, and much chaos will be your job to manage internally, no matter what is going on externally. A collective shadow period can be explained in more depth from any of our previous YouTubes or from the book that we wrote, which is about charting your spirals of consciousness. That's exactly what energy does. That book is Pleiadian Earth Energy Astrology, Charting the Spirals of Consciousness. And it is accompanied by our energetic calendar to help you see and learn how to gauge your reality differently. So the shadow cycle will begin in December and it will finish in January, and you will feel internal pressures during this time, pushing you to move forward and to move into something new and different. We are wanting you to know that you will have a continuing of your same experiences as long as you continue to think and feel about every experience in the same way. And that's part of what we're going to talk about today in our predictions. You will be experiencing, of course, in the collective shadow cycle and the energies around it, a karmic repercussion of your species' decision to walk away from nature, forget that you are part of nature, and define your reality through the artificial lens of a virtual reality called technology. You have decided to allow technology to be your number one priority. Most of you walk around with your cell phones in your hands, and you have them even when you drive. They are not healthy, and they take you away from your direct experience of what is really going on energetically. So you are going to be offered the opportunity to do things differently in the collective shadow cycle that begins in December and ends in January. We suggest that you strongly pay attention to this clue, this hint that you need to return to nature. On March 21st of 2025, you will feel things begin to be different, lighter, better. More light will be coming into the planet on the spring equinox. More energetic movement and change will be arriving. You will be in the position of being able to see more clearly and hear more clearly the difference between what feels right in your heart and what is wrong according to what you're being told, where the lies are, where the mismanagement is, where the control is applied. You will be able to know these things much more clearly if you are paying attention. Remember, we are helping you to move forward in a way that you will be able to break through into this magnificent new time that is arriving differently. So part of our prediction is about what is coming on your spring equinox in the Northern Hemisphere, your fall equinox in the Southern Hemisphere of March 21st. Now we want to talk about the energy of 2025 itself from a mathematical perspective. For as you know, our natural language is through music and mathematics. We simply use Pia and Cullen's minds to be able to interpret our language into your language that you can understand. 2025 includes the energy of two, which is duality. In fact, it includes it twice. Duality in 22. That means you have a master number of duality being played out in your energetic realm. You also have the energy of 5, which is change, which is coming in a major way beginning in March. Opportunities for magnificent changes that are unprecedented. You also have, when you add 2 and 5 together, the energy of 7, which is the merging energy. And in the beginning of this period, in March of 2025, the new year, you will find yourself merging more and more with other energies like us. You will recognize, if you allow yourselves to recognize, that we are all connected, that we are all energy, and we are your energetic family. You will be able to understand more energies from a different perspective rather than seeing reality as it's been previously defined. The last number in 2025 is a 9. For when you take 2 and 5, which makes 7, and add another 2, you get 9, which is the energy of harmony. And March of 2025 is going to be the beginnings of harmony for you. This is wonderful news and something we predict with great joy because you are starting, and this is a clear prediction from the Pleiadian kingdom and other interstellar realms, you are starting a 7-year path toward changing everything that you thought was real into the larger reality that you are awakening to and remembering. This means you are bringing in more and more light. But let us caution you. Harmony is not about a more harmonic world in the exterior. Harmony, because everything is energetic, begins within you. So your job, which you have been waiting to achieve, you have been waiting for many, many years to find out what is my purpose, what is my mission, why am I here? Your real job begins on March 21st of 2025, the beginning of not only the new year of 2025 and the correct counting of energy, but also the beginning of a 7-year period of massive change in yourselves, in your species, and on your planet. The changes that are arriving are unprecedented for your species. Some have been done before, like things that you have heard handed down from story to story that have been experienced previously, but none have been experienced at this magnitude, at this level of opportunity for you to make an important leap in your evolutionary consciousness. You have gone up and down in duality, ascribing values of good and bad, judgment and acceptance, all kinds of opposites. And now is the time for you to blend these opposite perspectives into one harmonious whole. That does not mean you simply become the Borg and agree with everything, not by a long way. It means that you begin to allow the light into your consciousness in a larger way. and you hear the sounds of other voices of light who will be speaking to you more and more beginning in 2025, sharing with you all the things that you need to know and how to navigate this time of massive change. And it is indeed a time of massive change. You will see war. You will see famine in some places. You will see earth changes. You will also see harmony and peace and higher resolution of conflict. And you will see rising above and transcending some of the horrors you have seen previously. All of this comes together in a planet of duality. But as we said, harmony begins within you. So do not approach this new year in fear of what is it going to mean. Fear is the lowest vibration you can possibly engage yourself with. So it is your job to keep yourself out of that vibration. In fact, our suggestion for you, if you wish to transpire and transcend in a higher vibrational way all of the challenges that are unfolding for your species, is to remember to align yourself with the energies that are coming in, rather than aligning yourself with the energies of the past, the old paradigm, or what you perceive to be real in this now moment. For your perceptions are limited by your belief systems. You are stepping into a time of opening and remembering your true power. But your true power will not awaken until your consciousness awakens. And your consciousness will not awaken until you release your belief systems, your thoughts, your judgment, and you're allowing your mind to tell you what is real and what is not. We suggest you begin to say, I don't know, more often. We suggest that you begin to say, well, that's possible, even if you don't believe it. We suggest you ask yourself, how else could this look in every given moment, where you're being given opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to expand your consciousness and thereby step into the power of who you are. In other words, the veil will be thinning beginning this 7-year period, starting on March 21st. And as the veil thins, you will see a portal of possibilities and of also challenges that go along with those possibilities. Remember, we have always told you the universe presents 50% of your experience. You are responsible for the other 50%. Therefore, how you respond to what is going on around you and what frequency you choose to align with will determine how you help to co-create with your own power what comes next. We predict that this is the largest choice point and the largest opportunity you have ever experienced for learning to use your power, use your gifts, use your tools, and truly become co-creators of the new world. With that being said, we remind you of the great split. This is because this is a planet of choice, and in a planet of choice, people have the opportunity to cling to their belief systems, their lower vibrational feelings and thoughts, and the old paradigm, or the choice to throw their hands up and say, I don't know, but I'm really excited about finding out what else is possible. This is your birthright. This is your choice. This is your opportunity to become curious, excited, and joyful as things unfold. Those who do not do this will join the part of the great split that is sorrowful, depressed, overwhelmed, apathetic, and living in victimhood. You, dear ones who are listening to us, have an interest in choosing the pathway to unity and harmony that co-creates a better world. This is what we predict for 2025. Now, in order to achieve this, you must simply re-examine everything that you believe to be true and let it go. Learn that if you are thinking thoughts that are focused upon what is wrong with the world, what is wrong in your body, what you are feeling emotionally, then you are aligning with old paradigm. That means that your co-creative powers are focused upon keeping things as they are. And you will continue to attract things to you that seem in your belief system not to be aligned with what you put out into the world. But actually, if you re-examine your focus and you notice that in the moment, you're really focused upon how this person and that person or the other person is doing something wrong, harmful, bad, whatever it is, then you are focused upon drawing more of that into your energy field. If instead you always say, I'm so grateful that I'm able to stay safe in a challenging situation. I'm so grateful that I don't have that kind of thoughts in my awareness. I'm so grateful that I am aware and awake enough to align with higher frequencies. If you align in that way, you will ever so slowly begin to suffer less. We have told you before that the physical body is the last to change, but truly it does not matter what level that you work, whether it is physical, emotional, or mental, as long as you address all three from a spiritual perspective. That means focusing upon how can this be better? What else can I do? How can I focus upon things that show me signs and symbols that I'm getting better instead of focusing upon all the symptoms that show I'm worse? And if I experience being worse in the moment, change my focus to, all right, I'm worse this moment. What do I need to do and what can I expect positive for the next moment? This applies to everything in your physical, your mental, and your emotional. Your thoughts are mostly belief systems. They are not yet generated purely from your heart in a co-creative manner connected directly with Source. While those of you who have been working with the light for a very long time do have great connection with Source and do have co-creative, heart-led thoughts, you also get caught in the density and the heaviness of the energy of what your species is going through in this time of transition. And if something hurts or is not working the way you know it could, you have a proclivity for thinking about that a little too long. The more you focus upon that, the more that energy enlarges. So we're telling you, your job is to learn how to perceive everything differently from the basis of your true feeling state, which is love, joy, trust, compassion, generosity, kindness, and acceptance with a curiosity of what could be even better than this. This is the field from which you will be working in 2025. As you listen to this message now in 2024, or what we perceive to be 2024, all the way until March 21st, as you listen to this message in the current energies, you may find it exceedingly difficult to believe what we are saying. You may be screaming that your experience tells you something else. You may be saying, I've done the very best I can all my life, and I've done a good job. We would not argue with that. You absolutely have done the best that you knew how to do, and you continue to do a good job. We're just telling you the universe is bringing you in 2025 a greater portal of possibility, a greater expansion of your gifts, your talents, your ability to complete the mission you came here to do. You will go through a period of turmoil in April to sometime in May, after the energies arrive in March. For most of your planet will not know what to do with these engaging energies that draw your attention and confuse most people who are addicted and attached to their smartphones, their coffee, their shopping, their internet, whatever it is that detaches them from being real in nature. They will be so confused that you will begin to see immediately why you are here, what your mission is, how to complete your purpose. And again, we tell you to do that. It comes from the harmony you find within. Every morning when you wake up, think of what you are grateful for. Then you can look at, what do I need to accomplish this day? What do I need to transcend? What do I need to change? But start with gratitude. And throughout the day, when you start to feel the heaviness of what is around you, change it instantly. Use the 5 energy of 2025 to change what is weighing you down or making you feel hopeless. You have more power than you know. And listening to this now, you may find it very hard to believe, or you may simply move into a state of trust, knowing that this is real and that it will be revealed for you. In September, you will go through a really intense period of eclipses. You will have eclipses that bring in opportunities to go deeply into the dark that still resides within yourself and ask, how do I change this? What does the dark show me? How can I transcend it? How can I bring in more light? The eclipse season is the universe's gift to give you an opportunity to break old patterns and move into a position of being able to see from a more harmonious and higher frequency experience. These things will continue through your December of 2025 and January of 2026 after you have gone through what we consider still part of 2025. We would call it January 2025, but that's confusing for you. After you have gone through a whole year from March 21st of 2025 to March 21st of 2026, you will have another January period. And this January, Gregorian 2026, but in our system, January of 2025, will be the opening of a time of healing. If you have claimed your powers and your gifts in the first year of this 7-year period, you will be able to understand more fully how to heal yourself and how to create a healing space around you so that others experience healing energy and are able to heal themselves, and so that your world may begin the healing process. Again, our timeline from an energetic perspective, just to be sure we are being clear with you, is that you're still in December 2024, carrying the 2024 energies over into the Gregorian year of 2025 until March. So we see now, when you're listening to this, all the way through till March 21st of the Gregorian year 2025 as the ending of the 2024 energies. We see March 21st of 2025, the beginning of the year 2025 that goes all the way through until March 21st of 2026 in the Gregorian calendar. Your calendar should be ending in February every year and beginning in March every year, in harmony with the seasons, in harmony with nature. So don't celebrate New Year's Eve quite so much in January. Celebrate it as a time of winter, an extension of solstice, an extension of holiday giving, or whatever you wish. But learn to have a new understanding of the true meaning of the new year. For the new year, in harmony with nature and harmony with the stars, begins in March every year. Now, we have given you many things to think about, many things to suggest moving forward. And of the most important of these is your job and our prediction that you have the power and the desire within you to achieve your mission. You will step into this 7-year period with grace and flow and the willpower and knowingness that you can transcend and work through every challenge that comes your way. And there will be challenges in 2025, earthquakes, storms, wars, food shortages, political control, all manner of things to stir up your world. The secret to all of this is finding the heart of harmony within yourself. This is what we predict for 2025. This is the first step of your mission of completing everything you're here to do. Find the harmony of your heart and let that be the center of everything for you, all of 2025. In March of 2026, the second step will be revealed as the energies of healing pour in. So your work for 2025 and what you have to look forward to has been laid out before you from the Pleiadian perspective. But please always remember, this is a planet of choice, and there is a great split occurring. And you get to choose moment by moment whether you wish to dwell in old belief systems that are based upon a paradigm that is dying, or whether you wish to choose to base your choices on a frequency that is arriving, but not here yet, trusting that you are aligning with it and drawing it to you ever more quickly. We wish you a wonderful 2025, and we will be with you as you transition out of the remaining challenges of 2024. We love you. Good always.